There's a truth about addiction no one talks about, because if they did, everything would change. It's not in the headlines, not in the rehab brochures, but it's the one truth that could finally set you free.
If you stop watching, you'll miss it. And that might mean staying stuck in the same cycle for years. Addiction isn't just about what you drink, smoke, eat, or scroll. It's the battle behind your eyes, the quiet war between what numbs you and what might heal you, between who you've become and who you were always meant to be. The truth you've been waiting for is just ahead. Carl Jung didn't see addiction as failure. He saw it as a message, a desperate signal from the soul. People will do anything, no matter how absurd, to avoid facing their own souls, he wrote. And he was right. You're not weak. You're not lazy. You're just scared, terrified of what you might find if you sat alone with your truth in the dark.
This is where things change. The next time you feel the urge, don't run, don't fight, just notice. Pause and ask, what am I really looking for right now? Is it comfort? Is it distraction? Is it love? This is the beginning of self-mastery, observing the craving instead of becoming it. You may notice a story running in your mind. Maybe it's fear, maybe it's loneliness, maybe it's a voice that says, you'll never be free. But in noticing, you create a gap, a space where you can choose. Most people never get this far. They're too busy, too young, too scared. They'd rather stay in the dark than risk seeing what's hiding there. But you, right now, have already begun the journey. Because curiosity is the first act of rebellion against addiction's power. Jung believed every addiction, every shadow is an invitation. If you listen closely, your craving is asking, what have you refused to feel? What part of you needs to be heard, healed, or welcomed? Healing doesn't begin with self-punishment. It begins with honesty. It begins with making peace with your own needs, your own longing, your own forgotten dreams. The journey continues.
Jung called addiction a form of possession, not metaphorical, literal, as if something inside you takes over and you're no longer the one at the wheel. You say, I don't want this, but your body moves anyway. Your hands reach, your mind rationalizes, your habits take over, and suddenly you're a stranger in your own life, watching it happen, powerless to stop it. Think about it. How many times have you sworn never again, only to find yourself right back in the loop, dragged by something you can't name? The philosopher Epictetus wrote, no person is free who is not master of themselves. But Jung knew the truth behind that. Mastery isn't about fighting the wave, it's about understanding the undertow. Because addiction isn't just a behavior, it's a ritual, a familiar script you perform when life feels too loud, too quiet, or just too much. And here's the part no one tells you. Every ritual holds a secret. Every habit points to something deeper. There's always a moment that sparks it, a flicker, a feeling, a wound reopening. Maybe it's the stress you carry home, the silence before sleep, the sting of watching someone else succeed while you feel invisible. And the craving doesn't shout, it whispers. Let's not feel this right now. Let's forget for a while. Let's disappear. But what if, just for a moment, you didn't run? What if you turned toward the craving and asked, why are you here? You might find that it's not about the thing itself, but the feeling you're avoiding. Loneliness, shame, fear, an old wound still unhealed. Philosophy teaches us to ask the hard questions even when the answers sting.
Psychology teaches us to sit in the fire of discomfort until it burns away the lies and leaves the truth. You've been told 1,000 times, be disciplined, use willpower, just say no. But here's what almost no one tells you. Willpower runs out. When you're tired, stressed, or overwhelmed, that inner reserve dries up, and the pattern comes back like it never left. Jung once compared the unconscious to the ocean, and your conscious will, it's just a small boat.
You can row harder. You can grit your teeth and push through, but it won't save you. The real power is learning to read the waves. It starts with this: noticing your patterns without shame, recognizing your craving, not as failure, but as a message, a signal, a clue. This is the skill no one talks about. The moment you stop fighting yourself and start listening. What you can name, you can tame. Next time the urge arises, don't tighten up. Pause and name it. This is anxiety. This is loneliness. This is the part of me that wants to be soothed. Naming brings it out of the shadows and into the light. The more clearly you see it, the less power it has over you. When you can say, I know why you're here, you begin to change the story. The alchemy of craving. Jung believed in alchemy, the transformation of pain into power. The dark parts of you aren't waste, they are raw material. Every craving holds energy. Every urge is a spark of potential. Most people waste that spark, fighting it, fearing it, numbing it. But you can channel it. If you're craving a cigarette, take a breath. If you want to scroll, write one sentence. If you want to disappear, ask, what needs to be seen right now? Small rituals done with awareness are how you begin the transformation from shadow to self. A new identity. Over time, this process rewires how you see yourself. You're no longer the addict. You become the observer, the alchemist, the one who holds pain and still moves forward. You might wonder, how do I know if I'm really changing? It's not loud, it's quiet. You pause more often. You feel less shame. You choose differently even once, and then again. Real change isn't measured in streaks. It's measured in honesty, in your willingness to show up for yourself again and again.
You made it to the end. You'll never let addiction again. If you've enjoyed this video, then you'll definitely enjoy the video showing on your screen.